Let's see. Working from anywhere in the world. Questions, okay. Again, in this way, we're spreading brand awareness here, and that's the biggest key. Let's do Facebook. There's our Facebook. Okay. Not live yet. Yeah, when she logged in, I just kicked her out. I didn't get any information on there. So or any when I was asking questions, her something wasn't working. So we can get her in though. So there's Jashim in. We are live on YouTube. So let me just push us live on Facebook. So live on YouTube, great. There's Jashim on here. Jashim, what's up, man? How are you? Doing well. Okay. So we're live there. I'll share our live YouTube too, so that way people have an idea on here, and then we'll just dive in. So I'll walk kind of through the setup we're running into. 'Cause there's a few errors, but that's okay. We can get them fixed. But I'll go through the onboarding side. So we have a few people that are onboarding, and then well, I think we had in our system. Let me pull it up. We had 239 people. So um, yeah, semi new. So so there. Let me jump into our screen because it looks like we just have this screen. Let me jump into share the screen. Okay. So now the screen should be shared. Let me just double check. It looks like it's shared on Facebook and we're shared on YouTube. Awesome. And if anyone has any issues seeing the screen, let me know. But yeah, guys, we had 237 new signups. So these are new user signups. Um, there's a few things like it shows that they completed this piece. Like we have three that are still pending activation on there. The only issue is when I'm jumping in. Here, I'll just jump into our flows. When I jump into our flows, some of the data is not coming through for whatever reason. So what I'm thinking is that this was one of the issues that we were focusing on before. We just need to come in and solve it. So, but let me pull up and let me see where we are. So let me jump into our dashboard really quick. So this is an example. So Ellen, if you're jumping on here in a live, we're going over your account. Hopefully that's okay. I'm not going to share your information on there, but you are a new user, so we're just going over your account. Um, so they have access, and I'll kind of show you the new stuff. So that's way you know kind of what it looks like. Okay, Sam. Okay, so if I come in, so we go to our upgrade. So they're coming in. Oh, sorry, it's an old account. So let me log back into it. Let me see if that will share. Okay, so I'm in here, right? If I go to the upgrade, it takes them to a pricing page. So it takes them to our pricing page, and then from our pricing page, when somebody's starting their trial, okay, it takes them to our checkout page. So now this is in a sense our checkout page, A- and now somebody can come into um, this piece. Oops, there we go. Um, mm, mm. Somebody comes into this piece, they put in their payment information, their card information. So they would put it in. So I'll just kind of well, no, if I do it on live, it's going to show it on live. Um, but the idea is it brings them into this. There's a video that sells them on this, and then after that video, then what it does is it brings them into our next step. And what our next step is our next step is here. I can turn off my. Give me. Let me turn off my video for a sec. The next step is it takes them to like a thank you page and a book the calendar page, right? So what it's doing, I'll just kind of show you so that way you have an idea of it. So, but again, we had almost 300 new users. So within, I don't know how long, I can go look, but we had like, if you got all the notifications, I think it's been within like, I don't know if it's been a week or a month. Yeah, yeah, new users, new clients. So they're jumping into our free plans and then scaling them up from there. So, but we have about 300 of them that are new, I think this week or last week. Once they are, they'll just be assigned to you guys. So we're getting a few conversions here and there that are upgrading to software only. We have a few people that are jumping into software and service. Um, so there's a few things that we're working on the onboarding side to just make sure it's seamless and perfect for people. But that being said, I'm going to show you while we're here. So the reason I'm going through this is because Sam's over in a sense, the client onboarding types systems, making sure the systems are running. But I'll show you this. Okay, Sam? So within our G funnel business, we should have websites. We should have one more. Where's our, here, let me just double check. G funnel business. Let me check in our miscellaneous. I'm looking for portal. So a G funnel portal. There's that one. Portal billing. I might switch this over, but portal billing. Okay. So this is in a sense how it works. So they go to a page. So that's that page they check out. Once they're done and they check out, their next page they come into is this page. And the goal here is just to schedule their meeting, right? Yep. So they schedule their onboarding call. This is where we'll onboard them. And then from there, what it does is it sends them over to that their meeting has been converted yeah, that, sorry, not converted, but their meeting has been solved, if that makes sense. I might switch these over to a funnel just so everything that's a website is information based. Everything that is a path or a journey will be sales funnel based. But that's kind of the idea. It brings them through. So, and I'll jump back to the diagram here. Okay. So they come in, there's the checkout page. I remove the upsell. I just removed it as a thank you page, but it will go through and it'll automatically update their portal automatically, and then it'll go and bring them into the services. There's a few things that we need to do though. So there's a few automations that aren't quite there. And I think it's the communication side on your side, right? Like which ones do I onboard, right? Um, so I think that that's one of them that we need to get fixed. And then basically we have our system where people can upgrade, they can downgrade, they can pause their services, they can do in a sense whatever they choose. So it's all in their power. Um, that way we can start focusing on the sales side of things. Okay. Um, but that being said, do you want me to go through any of these details for you first, or we just go one at a time? This is okay. So these are the main things that we put people through. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to, so here's a question. So currently we give people their own meeting room. This is the free people that come in, right? They come in and they get their own meeting room. I do this so that way they have a direct communication with us and we have a direct communication with them. Would you advise me to remove that or keep that? Probably keep it. You don't care, do you? Okay. Okay. Okay, cool. So I'll keep that. And then that way, again, we can even apply our sales team. directly into the meeting, and then that we can build out that meeting as much as we want. And then the sales team's direct, it's a direct access to clients, and the people can use their value. Meaning, if I'm a person, I can then use all of the value that I need, um, based on, hey, am I doing a live video? Am I not doing a live video? Right? I can do all of that. So. But cool. Next, I switched this. So from a pop-up, you just saw I just did a direct link, right? Um, Let me see. Is it this one? That's a good one. Let me just see. Okay. So I'm thinking that these need to be in a funnel. Am I wrong on that? Let me see if I can convert that to a funnel. So we have the checkout, but I would assume that that's the correct approach versus the website to help people come through it. Um, okay. Alrighty. Okay. And then, okay. So let me step back a little bit. Let's jump back into our client, so that way I'll get my head around this to make sure it's working correctly. Jumping back into a client, so we have a one of our client meetings that are coming up in 20 minutes for one person. We have a few others today as well. Do you guys have any? Yeah, it's at. I think it's at. Is it adjusted to one? Okay, let's adjust it there. Um, I won't be able to attend that one at one. I have another one at one. So I have it just I have it booked. So I have it's showing that the 12 is booked, but if she's adjusting it to one, then one of our 12s will free open. So maybe we can fill that with something else. And 12 o'clock, we have another 1 o'clock that's booked. I think 1:15 that's booked, 1:30 that's booked, and then I have 2 o'clock that's booked, and then we have our perception hackers after that side. So, do you have any question for her meeting while you're running through that? While I have you here? Okay, sure. So do we need Sam in the meeting? Okay. So it's only if he's needed, then we put him in. That's perfect. Um, Other than that, we there are some creations we need. So Jashim, I have you in here. I need. Are you working on any tasks yet or currently? Linked camp. Okay. Awesome. Okay, and I deleted a few pages. So I deleted, hopefully you don't hate me on this. So the ones that we don't need login. Oh, go ahead. So we won't need login because we technically our login will be portal. So we won't need login. We don't really need the registration page because it'll be there. Yeah, and then help. Let me check help. Okay. Okay. Okay, awesome. And then blogs, because what we're doing is this will end up connecting right to our website anyways, if that makes sense. So to our main website. So what we would need on it, so to finalize this one, we need our, oh, that's weird that it kicked me out. Let me try that again. I'll just zoom it this way. Okay, so what we'll need on this one, what is going on here? I think I have some CSS blocking. Let me remove. Let me see if that helps. Nope. Why is it coming here? Let's see. What CSS is causing this? Here, I'm just going to pull up a new window and pull it up there. Alrighty, so here it is, right? Whoa, whoa, whoa. So what we need is we just need our header added here. So our header added. Um, we can have this in a sense as a different section if we need. So we have awesome content on here, but we'll need our header added. Does the footer really connect to anything? Like guide to this? Is this a page, a working page? Okay. So what I would say on this one is this. Maybe we remove it, add our add our footer in here, right? So we remove it, add our footer in here. So this way we have our footer in here. And then all of the little extra pages, maybe we can add. So the key is to have this connected as part of our website. Does that make sense? So we would need to, of course, go through the content a little bit. So linked camp, we've branded this one as linked growth. So we need all of the linked camp pieces moved. Maybe we need this kind of rewritten. So maybe some chat GPT to rewrite it, if that makes sense. And then on this one right here, enter your email to sign up. We can do that so they enter their email and then it sends them right over to the email verification side, if that makes sense. So, and then let's see, create a free account, no credit card required. Okay. 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 Awesome. Let me, yeah, I'll put a here. Let me actually screen grab this and let me actually do it. Okay. And then anybody in the live, so one of the things that we have the skill set and our team has a skill set to do. So we have an individual in our team, Jashim, and he is extremely good at replicating websites, extremely good at rebuilding them. And it can be, if you take a look, almost identical to any website, and it can be rebuilt into Lead Connector, right? So almost any website there is rebuilt into Lead Connector. So it's just having the source, knowing the source, and then rebuilding it. And he does an amazing job at doing this. So that way, yep, that way we can get a little bit more for you, a little bit more action for you too. Okay. So I'm going to just create this. We'll call this one linked camp, right? And we'll just jump into here. This is the page, copy, crawl. I'm going to crawl that URL, max pages. I'm going to say linked camp, and I'll crawl it. Okay. And then I'm just going to crawl it so that way we can see all of how it's mapped out, to see what's connected, what's not connected, and then we can go from there. Okay. Okay. Let's see what we got here. Okay. Well, that's running. Awesome. Um, and then that being said, Sam, on your side, on the account setup side, where is the best way to place these people? So new accounts. Yep. So let's say a new account needs to be created. Um, do you want me to bring them into just projects? Yep. Okay. What about what about like this? So let's say we have account setup. What about we put something in here? Does that work? So, and then we can do like their name or the account name, and I should be able to bring in the information here. Yep, correct. And then yep. So I can put like their plan and then everything else for you, make it easier, right? Okay. And then that way we can just keep hiring teams in here and then the teams can go and fulfill all of these. So awesome. 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 So let's do that then. So I need this. I need the API for this. So integrations. So let's connect our Pobly. Okay. Did it connect? Nope. Wrong account. Okay. So let me see if I can do it with a different account here. So connect our Pobly account and then get that going. All righty. And for anyone who is jumping live, what this allows for is being able to mass upload projects, mass upload onboarding for everybody else as well. So this way you can use our system to scale your own stuff. Um, okay, so we have that. So the goal would be to bring them in here, right? That's the big goal. Okay. Okay, let's jump back to our projects. And now we should be able to connect it. It's still having me log in this way. Okay, so if I'm logged in, let's see if it helps me go right to it. Oh, nope, it's just going from there. Okay. Okay, and we'll just say account setup. Okay. Office Elite setup. This could almost be anything, right? So let's see what we have here. So we're going to trigger that setup here, make sure the account's there, and then we'll come in, create a new task, and then we're going to do it within account setup. Perfect. And then from here, we can just say their name. So the name of the company and then the plan. Is that right? Is that what you need? Or do you need anything else? Okay. Okay. All righty. And then we have our workflow. I might need to reconnect this. Okay. A webhook endpoint that receives webhook notification. Okay. Okay, awesome. So I can do that one. Let's check here. Where is my workflow? So this is it. This would be my workflow, I would assume. So why the heck am I not able to select my workflow? All right, I will get this done. Do you here? Okay, anything else that we need on here? I'll just do projects account setup, task. Okay. And then is there any other high priority tasks that I need to make it so you can see these things? No, we're good. Okay. From your end or from anyone else's end? Okay, awesome. Are there any pending tasks that are urgent that we need to solve as well? Not from your end? All right. If there is, then if you're having a hard time reaching me in the chat, right? So on the noisy side of things, I can still get text notifications, but if you're having a hard time reaching me in the chat, please email me, okay? Awesome. Does anyone else have a question? Mhm. Go. Yes, we're still live. Yep. Want me to turn off live? Is that a private question? Okay, private question. Okay, cool. Then let me turn off live really quick if it's a private question. So I will come in here. That session is started. Let me stop my session on live here. And let me stop my session on live here.